Okay, so what's the last book you read?
The last book I read was All About Love by Bellams. I cried a lot while reading it. I had a lot of revelations while reading it. And it convinced me to break up with my boyfriend.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not a novel, it's non-fiction. And she writes about how we basically need to be more loving in society and how how women need to reclaim love. Yeah.
Okay. Would you recommend reading that book?
I would definitely recommend it for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's called Wachten op de Nachtegaal, Waiting for the Nightingale.
Oh yeah.
I think it's about the history of the Bijlmer.
Can you say for people going on YouTube that don't know about what the Bijlmer is, can you describe it in 1 or 2 sentences?
Yeah, sure.
Like, why is it interesting?
Is an area in Amsterdam which was built 60, 70 years ago, like in the late 60s. And was built according to the principles of Le Corbusier, but from the Siam, like a group of architects in the 20th century, and they had this idea that everybody should live in the air and that the ground should be free for trees, and this is like the biggest project they ever executed. And it also went quite wrong. Like there were a lot of problems, or also like a lot of good things, but yeah, this book is about all the mistakes and what happened and what they did to repair it, and
that sounds really interesting. How do you like that book so far?
Yeah, really good. Like, halfway done, and I started like a week ago, so
wow.
So
cool.
Nice. Yeah.
I read the Steppenwolf this year.
The Steppenwolf?
Again, yeah, by Hermann Hesse. It's about a person who does believe that he's actually a Steppenwolf born in a human body, and it's about the discrepancy between how he actually feels about certain social settings and how he has to act in society, and how he, just feels completely disconnected to the rest of the world.
Right.
But eventually he meets new people, that then he discovers different part of himself, not only being a Steppenwolf, but also a more human-like perspective. Read it till the end, because it seems to be depressing, and you seem to think to know how it's gonna end. Right. It's gonna end completely different, and it's not supposed to be a depressing book.
Nice. How did you pick up that book the first time? Because you said you read it twice already?
Yeah, I'm German, and it's pretty much part of every German curriculum, German class.
One of the last books I read is called Mastery by Robert Greene.
Okay.
And it was a very influential book for me, especially because it talks a lot about how to pursue your passion, and that if you're deviating for sort of your life's path, or you find yourself wound up in like the struggles of everyday life, or pursuing like monetary goods and things like that, you should look back to when you were younger and where you found the most joy and happiness from. Right. And I think I took that message really to heart.
Can you share that a little bit? Like, did you find your passion through this book?
No, it's still something I'm working on, and that book just kind of acts as a reminder for me.
Right.
For example, I'm very much into design and the arts and stuff, but I'm studying something totally unrelated.
What are you studying now?
Psychology, and I'm going to move into business. But it's always in the back of my mind, but that's something I should strive towards.
Right. Okay. So you would recommend this book to people?
Definitely recommend. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so what book are you reading right now?
I'm reading the Sapiens book.
Oh,
it's
nice.
in Ukrainian. I tried to read it in English.
Right.
It didn't work. My English is not good enough yet. So I asked my mom to send me Ukrainian version. And the book is about human evolution and about all the life that would ever be on our Earth. From last 2.5 million years.
Wow.
And now I'm on the page about agrar revolution.
Oh yeah.
And it's very interesting it shows another perspective of what we were doing in the past and how it reflected us on nowadays. And that is everything very connected. We are still those animals who do same things but in different ways.
Wow. Okay. How did you find that book? Like, what made you pick it up?
My boyfriend.
Okay.
He has this book in English and in Dutch. And I was curious what it's about. And then he showed me few documentaries on Netflix about human evolution. I was very far from that topic, so I was curious. Is it really true? What about God? Who created us and stuff? And those all questions brought me to this book. And I already see some answers.
Nice. How do you like it so far?
beautiful.
Yeah?
It's hard to read sometimes because a lot of like high terms from difficult books. I don't know many words, so sometimes I need to Google what does this mean.
Oh, even in Ukrainian?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like here were animals from last 1 million years. I never heard about these animals.
Right,
And you can still Google and see how they would look like. So a lot of new things.
That's really cool.
I love it.